sometimes in life, I think about certain stuff.
I don't know.
And then I come to this podcast, and then what? What do you mean no? You don't even know what I'm talking about. They don't even know what I'm talking about. I even forgot what I was saying before, so just cue the intro. Hello guys, Two Lion Brothers podcast, also known as T.L.B.P. I'm Victor.
And I'm Adrian.
And we're back at it again with another podcast.
Congrats.
Yeah, I know. I deserve a cookie for that.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
I really do.
I don't know.
It's been so long that people have been waiting for me to say podcast.
Yeah, I'm sure. It's only been like 2 weeks.
Welcome back to the Not Live.
All right, so,
yep.
We went on a trip last
Yeah, we went on a trip. Mm-hmm.
On a little trip.
On a little trip.
A little trip.
On a little trip.
A little trip.
Yeah.
We somehow it didn't conflict with anything that we were doing.
Yeah, on a trip.
We went on a trip. Do you want to tell the people where we went?
We went Montreal and Quebec City.
How about backwards?
Okay, Quebec City and Montreal.
I mean, technically we had to go through Montreal.
That's why I said Montreal, Quebec City, and then back to Montreal.
I mean, it's because when you leave Ontario, you gotta hit Montreal anyway.
Yeah, it's just Quebec. We went to Quebec because we're in Ontario. We went to Quebec.
Yes, we went to Quebec, and then in Quebec, there's Quebec City, which is the capital of Quebec.
Exactly.
So we got to see it. It's an interesting little place.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that little to say, but it's an interesting place.
Yeah, it's nice. It looks nice. Parking's hectic though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Because it's a very touristy area.
It wasn't designed with the idea of being a tourist attraction.
Yeah.
That it was designed to just be a city.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
And then we were just like, you know what? Let's make this a tourist attraction.
Well, no, I think it became.
Where's the market here? Let's make a market.
It became a tourist attraction because of the way that the
little roads, little alleyways. It looks like very European.
Yeah, it's super European.
Yeah,
it's really nice. We may post some pictures up.
Yeah.
No, we probably will. We'll post some pictures up when this episode goes up. You'll all be able to see them on our Instagram. If you're listening to this right now and you haven't seen the photos, by all means, check it out. It's on our Instagram.
Yeah.
If it's not on our Instagram, then I'm sorry. Go check out our Instagram anyway.
Yeah, I know.
We don't post enough there, but we're gonna start posting more.
We always say that. No, we don't.
We're gonna try to post a week. We're gonna see how that goes.
We're gonna try to post a week.
Post a week every time we upload. We're gonna see how that goes. If that doesn't pan out, you can all complain to Victor because he's the one in charge of that.
Yeah.
I'm just an innocent bystander who does all the editing and does all the real work. So yeah. I don't know. So yeah, no. I mean, let's talk about it. Let's honestly talk about it. Like, I mean, the way that the streets are, it's a little like. I mean, it's Old Quebec? Is that what they called it?
Old Quebec.
They call that little area where there's like these little alleyways where you can walk on.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the big attraction is Le Chateau.
Well, yeah, it's the hotel.
Yeah.
Or the castle.
The castle. It's a castle.
Is it a hotel? Or
it's
is
a castle.
Or is it?
It's a castle.
I think it's a hotel too.
It's a castle, but you can get like a tour of the castle.
No, but I think it's also a hotel.
They also have a spa. And
and also I think it's
they have a bunch of stuff in there. Let's just go with that. Okay.
So there's this big. You'll see a picture of this.
It's building. A castle.
You'll see a picture of this.
And you'll be like, yeah, it's a castle.
Of course, it's a castle.
Yeah, it's a castle.
I mean, it doesn't really look like a castle. It doesn't look like an old modern castle. It just looks. So
it's a castle.
I mean, it's a big building.
It's a semi-modern day castle.
Yes. Also, there's a wall around Quebec. Yeah. Like there's just like a legitimate wall. And I gotta be honest, I
barely saw a wall.
I
saw a bump coming out of the floor.
I expected it to be a little bigger. No, I'm kidding.
You were picturing Attack on Titan's full.
Yeah, throttle, like giant.
Like I need to climb that thing to get up.
No, it's just like a gate to open.
Yeah.
No, honestly, but like everyone talks about how Quebec has a wall around it. Well, old Quebec has a wall around it.
Yeah.
And I found that interesting because they left the wall there.
Yeah. Well, why would they? Why would?
Well, like usually when people modernize, they knock down a few walls.
Yeah, knock down a few walls of housing, not of like this is the line of defense kind of thing.
Well, like also I like that it's on a hill. Yeah. Like everything else is on it. Like we Canadians have this obsession with hills.
Yeah.
Everything important we put on a hill or
like
on the side of the hill.
Like the capital of Canada.
Yeah.
Like the Parliament. It's on a hill.
It's literally called Parliament Hill.
Yeah, I know. It's called Parliament Hill.
Because it's on a hill.
Exactly.
We have this obsession with
putting things on hills.
I don't know why. It's the vantage point.
It's the vantage point. Honestly, like we got aerial surveillance already, but you know what? We still like to have things on hills.
It's just in case we get attacked.
Yeah, exactly. Like we're gonna shoot down. We're not gonna shoot up.
Unless, of course, it's from the sky.
We're gonna shoot down.
No
matter what.
They're coming in.
No, we're not shooting the air. If they're in the air, we're in the air. No, so we're not shooting down at them. We're shooting directly at them. You either shoot directly or I shoot below.
Okay.
There's no other option.
There's no in between.
We have the higher ground. Every time.
I don't know about that.
Because we're on the hill.
Because we're on the hill. That's the advantage. That we're on the hill.
We're on a hill.
We're higher up.
Exactly.
We're closer.
Again, we've talked about this before. What is the difference between a hill and a mountain?
Okay, I'm not getting into this.
Like, was it that there's snow on top of a mountain?
We never figured that out.
Like, why?
I'm not getting involved.
Okay,
look, anyway.
What makes a mountain?
Bro, okay, so we're walking around. Also, like, their government building, though, had so many statues.
Oh, their parliament.
Yeah, like, their government building there, like, for the province, has so many statues on the outside of the building. And that must have taken a lifetime.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. There's so many statues.
There must have been so much rope in that time.
I mean, yeah.
Involved, like so much rope. Like so much rope. Like I could have built a house out of rope.
Because there's just so on the windows too. Like on the outside of the window.
Like if we can post a photo of like the front of the hill. Not the hill of their parliament.
Yeah.
And you'll just see.
Yeah.
A bunch
of statues.
Like you can't even look out the window properly without somebody getting in your way, because there's a statue right there of a person.
Yeah,
and we don't even know who they are.
We saw it in the nighttime.
Yeah,
and it was really because they light it up in the nighttime, and it looks really nice.
Mm-hmm.
And there's also this fountain across, like from the front of it.
Yeah,
where it's this huge fountain, and it's like this roundabout thing. Very European, also, by the way, mind you, roundabouts. They have this because in Canada we don't have those. I mean, general Canada, we don't. I mean, they started adding them out of nowhere because they're like, we need to be more European, apparently. And stop just going, Anyway, so there's this giant fountain right in front of it, which also lights up, mind you. So there's all these like lights, and it just all catches your eye. But when you're there, it's like, no, there were moments while we were there where I felt like I wasn't in Canada anymore.
There was moments when I was there that I felt like I was just in a location. Just like Canada. I mean, because, like, how can you define such a large country in one spot?
Oh, no, of course. But, like, I mean...
I didn't feel like... I felt like I was in a different place, but I didn't feel like I was in Europe. Because Europe's all over.
Of course, but what I was trying to...
I could turn around and see
I felt a little off, you know what I mean? Because... And usually, like, when we go to a new place, or, like, we go to a new... For example, like, the first time I went to Waterloo...
Yeah.
Remember that? Like, I still felt like I was in the same area.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like I was in some foreign place.
Yeah.
Also, mind you, I don't speak that much French, and I'm gonna say that doesn't really, like, equate to anything because...
They still speak English.
They still speak English, or they try to speak English.
What do you mean they try? They speak English. If they can't have a conversation with you in English, they speak English.
Okay, yeah. So most people speak English.
Exactly.
Most people. So while we were there, you hear a lot of French, and quite honestly, it's kind of like being in Ottawa, where you're walking around, suddenly people just speak French left and right. Yeah. But like, I felt like that was more French than the French you hear there.
Yeah.
But anyway, like it's just
literally anywhere close to the border of Quebec, I think, is like French.
Yeah.
Very French. Yeah. Yep.
Thanks for that revelation.
You're welcome. I try to give the facts. That's what I do.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yep.
Anyway, so
we'd like to say we're sponsored by Raid Shadow. Not sponsored, but if you like to sponsor us, go for it.
What was I saying? No, so yeah, when we were there, it felt a little odd.
It never felt odd to me. I don't want to say odd.
It's not the right word.
It sounds like it's odd, I just got you with that one. You were just like, what?
No, odd's not the right word. I guess I just...
Bizarre?
No, it wasn't bizarre. It's just... I don't know. It was it's not a feeling that you can describe. It just... I felt off. Is more like... what like I, as a person...
I hope you realize you're just using the synonym for the word odd.
I know, and I can't think of another word. I felt odd being there. Does that make sense? No, that doesn't make sense.
No.
It was strange, okay? Strange as
That's odd. That's very odd of you. Yeah. What does odd mean? Like, we use it. What does it actually mean?
Anyway.
It means, like, out of normality.
Look, I'm just trying to
Right? That's what it means.
Okay, yes.
So you felt out of normality.
Yes, because...
You felt foreign.
Yeah, yes, quite literally.
You know, you were just trying to deal with some foreign relations, you know? Talking to the people, the civilians, the good Samaritans. You know?
The good Samaritans.
You know, you're doing it right, you know?
I was... anyway.
Trying to get to know your country a little more, you know?
Sure.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to get at the fact that... Look, so we were there.
Were we? Yes, we were. Sorry, I lost.
While we were there, we indulged in a great Canadian pastime, which is eating poutine.
Yes, and I'll be really honest with you, I was kind of blown away by that poutine.
I'm gonna be I
was actually kind of shocked because once you try poutine once, you're like, it can't get better than this.
Yeah,
and then they're just like, nah, man, we got red wine gravy.
Yeah,
and I'm just like, excuse me.
Yeah,
what did you just say? What? Yeah. I was so like, I'm gonna cry like it's so good.
Okay, look, calm down. No. Okay, look, but honestly, for people who don't know what poutine is, we need to explain this.
Okay, it's basically a bowl with fries, with a layer of cheese curds, with fries on top, with a layer of cheese curds, and then gravy.
Lots of gravy.
Normally made off of chicken stock or beef stock.
That's typically the way that they make it.
Yeah.
Now,
if this sounds gross to you, you can't say it's gross until you've tried it.
Yes, and now, now they've created, multiple variations,
Yeah, like you can throw bacon, you can throw veggies in there. You can even throw maple syrup in there.
They go and they they give them like Philly cheesesteak names and what is it? The Canadian maple bacon something or other. Yeah. Right? It's like the bacon.
The Canadian brings maple syrup.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, it depends where you go. It's what it's called too. Like, mind you, they're all very.
Think of it like a pizza. Yeah. Your bread is the fries. Yeah. Your sauce is the gravy. Yeah. And you got your cheese. Yeah. And now you just got to throw toppings. Throw toppings in there, right? Yeah, it's basically a pizza. It's basically pizza. I mean, it's basically a pizza, just without dough.
Yeah. Anyway, so we're there, okay, and then now
everybody's gonna picture like a mashed potato.
It's not a mashed potato. It's legit fries, actually. But the place we went to.
Or chips, depending where you are.
Yeah, so the place I went to, they crushed the potatoes up, and then they reformed them into fry shapes. Yeah. And then they fry this.
Yeah. And doing so unlocks a whole other texture component.
It's crunchy, but soft from the inside.
Yeah, so like, you get... You know how like everybody likes to eat like those little crunchy bits of fries whenever they get like their fries from like a fast food place?
For sure.
Those little crispy ones. Yeah. Imagine every fry.
Like that.
Because they've mashed them, reshaped them, and since they've been mashed, it's easier for them to get crispy. Yeah. So just every bite of heaven, every time.
It's like, also... That red wine vinegar, not vinegar, no,
red wine
gravy that we had. I was kind of skeptical at first.
Yeah, I know.
I was kind of skeptical. I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of skeptical.
I mean, obviously, like anyone can eat it because the alcohol's burned out and stuff like that. So just in case some kid is like, I want to try this. But
it's reduced, so don't worry. But one of the things, it added a really good flavor component. Yeah, I was really surprising actually.
It felt like I was in some kind of gourmet restaurant.
I was like, what?
And then it was just like a shop, and I'm like, wow. Yeah. I was blown. Okay. And they're normal gravy too. Yeah. Because normally when people like make gravy and stuff, they don't make it in house. Yeah. They just use like a type of can. Yeah. Or like they get it sent from somewhere else. Yeah. And it's not fresh. They make it there.
Yeah. Well, okay, so another thing we need to head up. The reason we were talking about poutine is because poutine was invented in Quebec. Yeah. And they're kind of known for this thing that you're like, everybody goes, oh, you got to try it when you're in Quebec. Or even if you hit up Quebec City, hit up any place.
Yeah, hit up any place.
In Quebec City.
That sells poutine.
That sells poutine. Like, it'll change your whole experience. I'm going to be honest. I think they've set the bar. Yeah. And I don't know how I'm going to find poutine now that we're back in Ontario.
I know, good. I'm going to have to make it myself now.
Now we're going to have to go back. I'm going to have
to go mash potatoes. No, I'm going to have to go back, dissect every ingredient, and then just write it down and go home.
And then go home.
Yeah. Because think about it, I'm gonna take one to go, obviously.
You're gonna go
whatever I make is not gonna be
You're
as
gonna
good.
go like Master Chef replication challenge.
Exactly. I'm gonna buy the red wine, buy chicken, or buy beef. I don't really know what. I wasn't paying attention. It's so good. I wasn't really paying attention to dissect it. Because normally when I try food, and it's like food I've tried before, I can dissect it because I have a point of reference.
Yeah.
It just eating that poutine eliminated every reference I've ever had in my life.
Towards poutine. Yeah, I know. It's very bizarre. I wasn't expecting it to taste that good.
I know.
We don't have a picture of this, unfortunately.
Actually, we might be able to get a hold of it.
You might. Oh, yeah. Okay, well, I don't have a picture of what we ate. But it was very good, mind you. That was by far very surprising, very good. I didn't expect that. Also, we also hit up the sushi place.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. Totally disconnected. So we hit up this sushi place because we were like, oh, let's get some sushi.
Yeah.
And there's this. We gotta talk about this. There's this one lady in there.
Oh yeah.
And she was all by herself because it was also like a national holiday.
Yeah.
So she's all by herself working, and she's like, we're like, oh, we'd like to order.
And they were okay. So mind you, it's already pretty late.
Yeah.
And it's almost time for shop to close.
Yeah.
And she's the only person working, and she's getting Uber people, like Uber Eats, to like come, I think, or skip the dish.
Yeah.
Was coming in to pick up orders. So she's still making orders, and now she has to attend 5 other people. Yeah. Inside, and this is what we do.
Yeah.
Like, we felt genuinely bad.
Yeah.
Once we had because we hadn't seen any Uber drivers.
Yeah.
But we ordered like 50-something pieces from her.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And we're just like, oh shoot. Once we started seeing people come in, and we're just like, oh man, I feel bad. I'm like, I've been taught how to make sushi before. I'm like, maybe I should just go in the back and start helping her or something. It's like, we were making that joke, and then she was just like, no, she's like, I can do it, like before we close and stuff like that. And wow.
Yeah.
I was impressed.
I was
so impressed. The rice was good.
Yeah.
The all the components inside was good.
Yeah.
Like she outdid herself.
Oh yeah,
and we gave her a good tip too.
Yeah, I was thoroughly impressed. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah. Like I was not expecting that.
Yeah.
Like at all. But I think it was interesting because also like one person.
Yeah.
And she's so fast. I was like, oh my god,
because she was sending out other orders while doing our order.
Yeah, I'm like, that's crazy. Like this is very interesting.
Yeah. I was just shout out to you. Like I applaud you. I was very, very impressed.
Yeah.
With the speed.
Yeah.
The efficiency.
The quality.
We did not lose any quality to the food.
Yeah.
In fact, it was better than most sushi places I've tried.
Well, the other thing too is that I liked is that they had like this deal where like you order like what is it like 54 pieces or something like that.
Do you think it was like 52 pieces?
52 pieces, but you can like give them like a general idea of what you like.
Yeah. And then they basically every time they make you a plate, it's different
because it's based on the chef and what the chef knows how to make as well.
Yeah, exactly. So basically, based off the chef is what you'll get.
Yeah.
Like, you can just be like, oh, okay, we don't like that much salmon, so don't put too much salmon.
Yeah.
Or like...
I don't like too much spice,
so don't put too much spice inside. Yeah. And then they're just like, okay, well, I'll see what I can conjure. Yeah. And then they make something that barely on the menu.
Yeah, but it's amazing. Like, I really like that place. Got to go back to that.
Yeah.
Certainly impressed.
Yeah.
But yeah, for sure, it's always interesting when you go to a different place and people are like, just go.
No, honestly, we're gonna have to. We were making jokes about this when we were in Quebec, or just like because I've been collecting cards, from like a bunch of places we've just gone like all over, and we were making a joke like we're gonna have to come back here, make sure she's still working here, and then review the place.
Yeah. At some point, because we're gonna start. We have a whole thing.
We're gonna start a whole. No,
there's a whole thing. There's a lot of things in the pipeline.
Yeah, there's so much
stuff in the pipeline. It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
I am swamped with stuff in the pipeline. Yeah. Not to mention that we're not even nearly halfway done.
Guys, like, I hope you realize everything you've listened to up to this point. If you've been with us from day one, honestly, we have this is the development phase. This whole thing you've been listening to is us finding ourselves on the platform, and we're hoping to expand this, like, into other platforms. you know, and grow as people. As people and content creators.
Well, yeah. Well, because like that's always the thing, right? Also, like, when we started this, they're like, oh, this is like a good little hobby, you know?
And then 1,000 people later, and you're like, huh.
1,000 plays later, we were like, okay, so...
This is growing by itself.
I didn't do anything.
I didn't really do much.
I mean, we really don't, like, we really don't, like, honestly, we don't do anything. I don't know, what is it that we do?
I don't know. But honestly, like, we want to get somewhere here, you know? Yeah. And we're working... Well, more like you're working.
I'm working.
I just designed a 3-year plan, and you're just executing the plan.
Yeah. No, it's been a lot of like. There's a lot of stuff coming. All of it you'll probably hear more about this in December. Yeah. Because in December, because we have a lot of stuff. Yeah. Just in the works, and that's we don't want to spoil too much.
Just just know.
You know what the problem is? It's like, you know when you talk about something, and then you're like, I gotta hype it up, but I can't say what it is.
Exactly.
So it's like
just know new stuff is coming. Yeah. Better stuff is coming.
For sure. Yeah.
And I can guarantee you, it'll be way better than what we have right now.
Okay. Sure.
Well, I hope it can.
Don't set the bar too high.
Okay, fine. I will underset the bar so that when you guys see it, you're just like, oh, wow, this is actually not bad. Yeah. Okay, so it's going to suck.
It's going to suck.
It's going to suck. It won't be the greatest. Because, we'll still be new, right? Yeah. But it won't be the greatest thing.
It'll be the jankiest
It'll be janky for the first bit, but once we get a handle, maybe, it'll get good. But, we'll catch you guys on the next one because it's already almost that time.
No, it's definitely not. You're wrapping up way too early.
It's not way too early. Don't exaggerate. But, yeah, I don't know what to talk about. That's why I was trying to
remember. You're out of words?
I'm out of words.
Okay, well, I was going to say, okay, so we went to Quebec, and then right after that, we made a pit stop in Montreal. Yeah. Which was the fastest pit stop we have ever made.
No. We've driven to their airport and then back.
Yeah, but we're usually there for a little longer.
Barely.
Anyway, so we went to
we've gone to Montreal and come back in less than 5 hours.
Yes. But that was to pick up somebody. Well, I did that.
But we went to Montreal.
Did you do that with
I've done it before.
I don't know if you've done that.
I've done it before.
Anyway, so we did that, and we stopped by to get some cultural food. Because we're people of culture.
Yeah, actually, there's a whole, basically a Latino district. There's a Latino district in Montreal. It's not a real district.
It's just scattered.
It's a scattered district. But there's like certain spots where they sell good, not well known, but like good Latino, mainly Salvadorian food. Yeah. It's so good. Yeah. And, like, we went to go pick up some pupusas. Yeah. We've made a post of pupusas before, so if you go check out our Instagram.
You can see the place.
You can see a place.
Yeah, a place.
A place. Yeah. Where we sell it. Yeah. Fortunately, they weren't open at the time we were there.
Yeah. Very unfortunate. Because they're not open Sundays. Yeah. It's so sad. Yeah. Sad times.
Well, what can you do?
What can you do? I mean, it is.
I mean, they sold really good pupusas. And for those of you who don't know what a pupusa is, it's basically a tortilla that's been stuffed with meat and cheese.
Yeah, that's really it. Yeah, and sometimes
fried bean.
Yeah, yeah, fried beans, not fried bean. Just
a single fried bean.
A single fried bean.
Just one spot of bean. That's it.
In the middle.
In the middle. That's it.
It's just one bean.
And they even measure it out. They pull out protractors. They pull out the rulers. And I'm just kidding. I should have stopped myself.
Yeah. And then there's just the beverage. We got to talk about the beverage.
I don't want to talk about the beverage.
Why not?
Nah. That's this whole other thing.
That's a whole other thing.
That's a whole other thing. Basically, there's a well-known Salvadorian beverage, and it's really tasty. It's really good. Go check it out. And that's it.
You haven't even told them?
Exactly. They're going to have to figure it out themselves. Exactly.
It's going to have to try.
No, I'm just joking. It's called...
Horchata.
Or for y'all gringos out there. Horchata.
Honestly, there's something about it. I don't know what it is that I like.
It's really good.
I don't know. But you know what the problem is? It's the inconsistencies. Yeah. Everywhere you go, it tastes different.
Everywhere... Because, like, I personally like it when it's still a little bit grainy. Yeah. Not, like, so smooth like it goes down like water. That's too much. That's too much homogeneous.
Homogeneous.
You know,
it's too homogeneous for you.
It's too homogeneous, and then like you lose certain flavor components, and then sometimes people throw in too much vanilla, and then sometimes people throw in too much cinnamon.
Yeah,
and there's a right way of making it. Okay, and like some people perfect it, and some people just mess it up. You know?
Okay, well, I think you should know that I have done my best to find, like, I don't know, when you go to a place, you know, you always, like, you just have to keep an open mind when it comes to horchata.
Yeah. No, obviously every time you try it, it's going to be delicious. But like...
Your face, it's going to be delicious.
It's going to be delicious no matter what. I don't care what you say, and that's what I'll say in court, man. But like, come on. Like, it is delicious.
Who's taking you to court over?
I don't know, but it's delicious, okay?
Yeah.
Like, there's no way of going wrong.
Yes.
Like, if you mess up, it's because you messed up because you threw in a little bit of extra, but a little bit of extra never hurt nobody.
a little bit extra hurt nobody.
Exactly.
It hurt me in the soul.
No.
I'm mortally wounded.
I refuse. No.
I refuse.
There's no way it could have hurt you.
I think...
If anything, it's soul cleansing.
Soul cleanse.
Soul cleansing.
Whoa, that's a little...
Okay, fine. It's mind relieving. There you go.
Mind relieving? It's like mind relieving.
You just try it and you're like, it's great.
You enter
it's
a
like
new
having
level.
a good shot at tequila.
No, you enter a
that
new
moment
level.
of clarity? No.
That moment of clarity?
Yeah, it's great.
It's a moment of clarity.
It's a moment of clarity.
It's really not, though.
Okay, fine.
I mean,
it's just good.
Okay, look, while we were there, I think I drank like 3 cups.
I drank like 4.
I drank like 3, no, it was like 3.5 cups of that stuff.
I drank like 4.
And then we still...
I was working on 5 and then I'm just like, you know what, we're going to have to get on the road.
Yeah.
I don't want to get sick.
Then we laughed.
Yeah.
And then here, we had like another 2 cups.
Yeah, and then here we had another 2 cups.
Because we took some to go. Because they do that. You know?
Yeah.
But it was amazing, quite honestly. I really enjoyed the adventure. There's something about... We've done a lot of trips this year.
Yeah. And, like, quite frankly, I feel like we've done more trips than normal.
Yeah.
Which is odd because, like...
There's a pandemic.
There's a pandemic, and you, like, shouldn't be doing that as much.
Yeah.
But, like, of course, you're taking your precautions.
Of course, yes.
You have your vaccine.
Your masks.
Yeah, we're wearing masks. We sanitize thoroughly.
Thoroughly.
And, you know, we sing happy birthday twice while washing our hands. You know, I don't know who I'm singing to, but it just kind of happens.
Happy birthday to me.
No, literally, I do it in my head sometimes.
Yeah,
I'm just like, happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. At this point, how many birthdays have I had? You're 143.
Every day is like constantly watching. Like
at this point, I'm probably
okay. Look,
I'm probably in the thousands of times I've washed my hands.
My biggest issue is like, you know how like you wash your hands a lot and then your hands get really dry.
Yeah.
So like that's been like,
it's called moisturizer.
I don't
use moisturizer. I don't use moisturizer in my hands.
Yeah, because it's like it's annoying. But that's the only gripe, you know. That's the only gripe from the pandemic. So
yeah, my mom really gets affected. Our mom gets really affected by it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she has to carry lotion.
Of course. But yeah, I think that's it. I think that's where we wrap up, man. I don't know. You know, we talked about the trip.
Yeah.
Really, just a trip.
Yeah. It was fun. It's been a few days.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's almost been a week now.
Yeah.
Yeah, because and then
and then what else we do?
We got a bunch of more stuff happening this month.
This month is so busy.
So jam packed. Like every weekend, something is happening, and if something's not happening,
we're gonna find something to do.
Something's gonna happen.
Something's gonna happen. Actually, we were talking about doing something else for this weekend. So.
Yeah, it's just
there's something happening this Friday already.
Tomorrow. For us, quite literally tomorrow.
Well, today for you guys listening.
While you're listening to this, something is happening.
Something's happening. I'm not in the house.
Yeah, like something is happening. Like
my leg is shot. I'm bleeding.
We're gonna be uploading remotely.
Probably not.
Like there's so much stuff. I don't know what it is with August,
but every time August hits,
it's just a million.
It's so jam-packed.
A million
because
things.
we relax. All of July.
Yeah.
You know, we're laid back.
I mean, the only hectic day really is Canada Day for us in July.
Yeah, but even then, we didn't really do Canada Day.
Yeah.
We just left town.
Yeah. Where'd we go?
Thousand Islands.
Right.
Yeah.
Did we talk about that?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So, that's where it went.
Yeah.
Anyway. And then, what happened?
Yeah.
No, so anyway.
I looked at the American border and went, I'm not doing that.
You can't anyway.
But no, at the time, the border is too close. The border's so close.
Yeah.
I don't actually know.
Neither do I.
I haven't researched on borders because I don't really plan on leaving the country this year.
You know, the dotted line. You saw the dotted line.
I saw the dotted line, honestly. It looked exactly like here, but it's fine.
A dotted line.
It looked exactly like the map somebody drew on the floor. I just see some old guys with like spray paint. Like, man, I gotta fill in these lines every day.
Because it keeps raining. Exactly. Washes it away.
Even worse, he's using chalk lines. And it's just dirt. That's tough, man.
It's not working out. That was a bad plan.
That was a poor idea. Who designed this? Like, nigga. You know what? We're gonna make a wall. We're gonna make them pay for it.
We should do that.
Okay, guys. Okay. As of 2026, I will be running for Prime Minister.
Calm down, child.
I'm just joking.
You can't.
I can't.
You have to get elected into officers.
That's not hard.
I mean, technically, you could become Prime Minister at the tender age of 18.
I know.
Which is absurd.
Technically, if I would have played my cards right and started at age 14, I could have been already in a good place to be running by the age of like technically by age 16, I'm in a well enough position that I can start doing stuff for my community. Yeah. And then by age 18, I can actually start doing like real stuff.
Yeah, and then get elected in.
Get elected into
the House. Yeah. And then from there, you would have to work your way up to the head of the party. And then from there, you'd have to be elected to the head of the party. And from there, you'd be able to run for president. Okay. I mean, for prime minister.
Why did you say president?
Because I was thinking about the dotted line.
You're thinking about the dotted line.
Yeah, then we can be prime minister. And then you can become prime minister. Yeah. It's a long teach. So maybe by the time you're...
Imagine...
No, realistically, if you were to do that, you could probably get there by the age of 26. Realistically.
Well, that depends.
Because you can run for 3 years, right? Like
I know. But like it really depends how efficient you are. Yeah. How knowledgeable you are. Yeah. And the people you know.
Oh, for sure. It's always about the people.
Because if you know all the right people... Yeah. You could be there when you're like 23. If you truly dedicated your life and just stopped everything and just worked at it.
The youngest person
alive. You could probably do it when 23.
The youngest person.
But like that's like jumping. Like you're beyond normality. You're sick. like that's it. Like you'd sincerely have to be some form of genius.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because like you'd be making executive decisions that no other had thought of. Yeah. To be approaching such a position.
For sure.
Without taking the time, you know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's complicated.
It's complicated, yes. What we're talking about? Yeah, okay, yeah, I'm gonna wrap up. Okay, guys, this has been Two Latin Brothers Podcast. Everything's always in the description. Will be up, down, left, or right. Make sure to share with your share with your family, share with your rooster, share with your donkey, share with your chinchilla, share with your alpaca, I don't know, share with your goldfish. Just share with anybody and everyone, and share with your monkey. I don't know, like if you have a monkey, just play it on the side, it'll be great. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
Bye.